Because now
it is time for the Rugby Six Nations special.
Yeah.
So here we go. Ireland are fresh off their opening game victory over Scotland. Johnny Sexton scored all 19 of Ireland's points. It was 19-12, so Scotland did get a losing bonus point.
Yeah.
Barry, what was your initial thought on the game?
Going into it, I was like seriously excited. I was actually like, had my Ireland jersey on and all. I couldn't wait. Straight away from the first minute, I think because Caelan Doris got knocked out on his debut. Imagine that, your debut, the build up, and then it's like 1 minute in.
I actually felt so sorry for him.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking, wasn't it?
Yeah, but like it looked worse than it was until
Yeah.
you actually see it was a headbutt. I thought someone like broke his back or something.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was for ages, and I was like, "Geez, he's on the ground for a very long time."
Yeah,
because it sort of went like it happened in the first minute, and sort of went to the third or fourth minute of play before it stopped.
Yeah, didn't it?
Yeah,
I thought people thought he was like seriously injured, and like it really killed the atmosphere into the stadium. Now I don't know if the atmosphere was just shit or it was just put on such a downer.
Yeah,
because the atmosphere never got going at all in the game, really.
No, I also am a firm believer that Scotland came like right out of the traps, and the way I sort of put it is Scotland weren't nice to Ireland. They came up and they hit them hard, and they started the game at such a high tempo and a fast pace that Ireland, like, they didn't get a chance to breathe. You know, Scotland were like just down their throat the entire time, and I feel like Ireland don't like that. I feel like New Zealand did that to us in the World Cup, Japan did that to us, and they just put that pressure on.
Yeah.
And I like to say, like, pressure sort of makes it crumble every now and then. You know what I mean? And that's the way I looked at it.
Yeah. We were going into it expecting a lot of like sort of free-flowing rugby, almost like Leinster-esque, and we really did not get that at all.
No, we didn't at all.
What do you think that was? Like, I know Andy Farrell's only been in charge for about 5 training sessions, but he had previously been there under Schmidt as well.
See, I think Leinster are very good at the offload, and Ireland seem to be very much a phase play team. It's like hit the ball up and take your phases and see how that goes. As opposed to Leinster, it's almost like that bit more finesse and flair to them, and it just doesn't seem to like connect as much as it does for Leinster as it does for Ireland.
Yeah, but other countries have played like that. Remember Wales in the past with Shane Williams? They've really, really played with that. They were offloading as well.
Yeah,
but it seems like Ireland are just like, it's like drilled into their head. You go into contact and just take the
so it's like keep the ball. Yeah. I don't know. It's not as attractive as
I thought
Leinster style rugby is.
I thought we were getting something sexier.
So did I.
I feel like we were slightly catfished.
Sure. I wrote up on one of the Facebook groups. I was like, at least we're like guaranteed the bonus point. Like Ireland are going out there to score tries.
Yeah,
it's in the Aviva.
Yeah,
and now it's just
like
19-12 over Scotland.
Everyone was waiting for a new something fresh.
So many people have been like, we're going to beat Scotland by 20 points. You know what I mean?
I know.
That's what
I said. That's what I said. I was just, but I was, do you know what? I was so excited and like hopeful as well. I wasn't like definitely happening, but I was like, do you know what? Once it's going to get going. Shout out to Johnny Sexton, 19 points as well. It's not very often you have
Captain Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fairness, got the fresh haircut as well, like himself.
He actually did.
Yeah.
He actually, he got it like a raw. What did you get?
Like one on the back and the sides. For anyone who knows.
Were you walking around?
You know.
People were walking around with like the Johnny Sexton.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the Sexto. I'll have the Sexto, please. But
make sure to like and subscribe if you like this crack, right?
Yeah, so
we're here every week.
Look, Sexton bossed the game. I wasn't overly impressed with Murray. I thought that the entire back row was brilliant. Stander actually had a fantastic game, and I actually wasn't too sure about him beforehand. O'Mahony came on and he was brilliant, and I thought Van der Fleer was brilliant as well. The back row was very impressive. James Ryan was impressive. Henderson was impressive. I thought his scrum was actually quite bad, which was quite rare.
Which make a hurry.
His lineouts were good, which is, I don't think they're actually that great for Ulster. I felt like there was a lot of pressure on him to make sure the lineouts were good, and he seemed to hit his man nearly every single time. So I think we lost one line out.
Do you think he's guaranteed to start the next game, or because supposedly Kelleher wasn't ready to really start?
I think he is. I feel like he did well enough to get back on.
Okay. Yeah, so we may as well start in the forwards before we go into the backs then.
Yeah, we're halfway through the bleeding forwards now.
Oh, no, I thought you were finished with the forwards.
Well, I didn't do the props.
Okay.
I think Keane Healy was knackered and was dying to come off, but there was he came off Kilcoyne, then Kilcoyne got injured straight away. Did you see that? And then Healy had to come back on.
Yeah.
And then Porter came on. So Porter actually played loose head.
Porter, yeah.
And then Furlong played toy head.
Yeah.
Jeez, Porter's a big boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like.
Have you noticed he's the only person with like tattoos in the team?
Yeah, I did notice that. It sort of makes him a bit scarier, doesn't it? He's like Ireland's Joe Marler.
Yeah,
He is.
Yeah, he's like our Maori as well, though.
Yeah, he's a big boy, and
He is.
He's
be there
sort
for
of
a while.
scary looking, isn't he?
He's gonna be there for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very, very talented.
So-
Very, very talented.
So we're after knocking off the fours there. Who do you think is definitely going to start next week? Do you think anyone do you think Peter Mandy's going to start this time around, or
the forwards,
Kellen Doris, or Max Deegan?
I wouldn't be surprised if they start that back row that finished the game there. Max Deegan might be on the bench, although Max Deegan tends to only play number 8, so I don't know whether that will hinder him being picked on the squad, that he's like less versatile around the back 3. But also Standard and Peter O'Mahony can actually play any of the positions.
Yeah.
Well, Standard doesn't really play 7, but O'Mahony can play 7, so you can actually just like bring on Deegan at 8 and then just move around whoever you need to move.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't think Kellen Doris is going to be in the squad now because of that.
No, I feel like they'll want to give him a week off anyway.
Yeah.
And I think it's almost a bit much for him to be like, right, you're concussed, but come back and play against
Yeah,
Wales.
I know. Yeah, it must be like, oh, here,
It's like
like, give me a break.
Yeah, but they must be like the Italy game.
Did you see when they panned to him on the bench, and then like I think it was his girlfriend, because she was sort of like, "Oh my god, I thought you were dead," and he's like, "I'm grand."
No, I didn't say
oh
that,
my
no.
god, like if like that, if you saw that. No, because one of the lads was like, "Look at her crying," and I was like, she was more like, "Oh, thank God," like crying to me, like "Thank God," rather than like, "Damn it, I wish you were dead." Very harsh. So we go into the backs.
Yeah, Conor Murray, what did you think?
I don't know.
To be honest, I wasn't actually over that impressed with his box kicks, you know that?
Yeah,
And
he
normally
does
that's
that
his
a lot.
thing. Yeah. I'm almost like, can we stop kicking the ball away? Like, can we not just pass the backs and give it a run? No?
Did you hear see this video that was sort of going viral now? I don't know if it was fake or not, because there's a lot of fake stuff going around, obviously. But so, like, supposedly the commentator under his breath goes, "For fuck's sake, stop kicking it!" And then like when he box kicked it.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But like,
You see it's on
I'm not
Twitter.
surprised.
That's the shit thing about Twitter. You can't like send it to you. That's
Yeah.
when, like, you know, if I send that to you, you're never gonna see it. Like,
Yeah, it's like follow this Twitter link.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
Twitter, like, do you ever find with Twitter you have to click on the video like 4 times for it to actually play?
sometimes, man.
Twitter is shit.
No, I think Twitter's great crack
No,
for
but Twitter
comments.
is good, but like it's actual like,
Yeah,
usability
you should be able
factor.
to. You should be able to send it directly to your WhatsApp.
I was like, this video is only available in America. It's like, why?
Yeah.
like why?
yeah, man. But yeah, so
It's like, we don't live in fucking China.
obviously, Cooney came on. What to sort of make of that? They actually were both put down in a press conference today, sitting beside each other, and the reporters go, "Is this awkward?" And it's like, no. It's like,
No, we're both in the same
why do
squad.
they ask stupid questions like that? Oh my god, guys, is that so awkward? It's like we're have to be in the same team and away in the World Cup together. No, it's not fucking awkward.
Yep. There you have it.
Toots not orcs.
There you have it. Basno said it's not Ox.
Well, like Luke McGrath's trying to get in there as well.
To be honest, I wasn't actually that overly impressed with Cooney when he came on, but he only came on for the last, I think, 15 minutes, so it wasn't...
No, I think we came on around 60th.
Well, 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't, like, blown away, but you didn't actually do anything terrible either. I think he actually did 1 or 2 bad box kicks as well, which is obviously an Ireland technique, but I was like, oh, can we not? See, I almost sort of expected... See the way sometimes he just picks the ball up and darts for Ulster? I was like...
Yeah.
You know when Stringer did that for Ireland?
Sniper, yeah.
Yeah, I was sort of expecting 1 or 2 of them. But obviously he doesn't actually get his game that much for Ireland, so he was like, don't do anything stupid. As in, like, if I like dart 5 yards to get turned over, then people are going to go, Cooney!
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it was close.
Sexton was brilliant. Obviously, he scored all the points, so he like, clearly manned the match.
Vintage Sexton.
Yeah. Ross Byrne did come on, but like he actually came on for definitely the last few minutes, wasn't it? I remember just seeing him on and he kicked it, and I was like, at least he got a kick.
Yeah.
Then centres, Bundyaki. I actually thought he played quite well, but like typical Aki performance, like quite physical in centre. Didn't really get too many breaks or anything.
Yeah. It was a lot of foreplay in that
yeah.
game, wasn't it? It wasn't really. There was no real exchanges in the back.
Yeah, there was no. Right, let's see what you guys can do. Go beat a few players. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I felt like even when the backs had the ball, like they were like, right, run into the forwards with the ball.
Yeah. Before we get started going into the other separate players as well, I see in the backs. This was also mentioned by John Malloy that a lot of players at the backs are almost doing their own thing. It's not really in tandem together. Like we would have expected Larmer, Stockdale and Conway to maybe like do like a little trio.
Yeah.
Whereas it almost seems like Stockdale's totally by himself going down.
I remember
Or
seeing
Larmer
one
does
stage
brilliance by
where
himself.
Conway like beat a defender and then passed the ball to Larmer inside their own 22, and then Larmer got like tackled in touch. I was like, you wouldn't have seen that at Leinster. You know what I mean? Like they would have like done something to support each other. You know what I mean? I felt like the back three isn't a problem because they all play for different provinces, and I feel like that doesn't work. I almost feel like if you had, although in fairness, the back three normally was like Carney, Earls, and Stockdale. They all play for three different provinces either.
But they played each other a lot. Do you think this comes with experience and time? Yeah.
See, Conway doesn't have that many international caps. Stockdale like has a decent amount, but like not a hell of a lot. And Larmer doesn't have a lot. So like there obviously isn't this experience factor. I think Larmer's like looking to prove a lot to people. When he gets the ball, he's trying to beat someone. He's trying to make a big
Get people
impact.
out of the seats, yeah.
And I think maybe I feel like he doesn't trust his boot. Did you get that feeling? I feel like Carney.
See, playing international rugby is a lot different to playing for Leinster as well.
True. I just think Carney, when he gets the ball, he can like absolutely launch one with the boot and like make it save his houses. As opposed to Larmer's like, you know what Larmer's like? It's very reminiscent of when they kick the ball off the American football and the guy catches it in the end zone. And he's like, and run.
Yeah.
That's what it's like when you give Larmer the ball.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Conway is it's Conway and Stockdale are so direct as well. They're like, and sprint as fast as you can, hope to beat the other fella.
Yeah.
As opposed to
They're not,
they're not jinkers.
yeah.
So I wasn't.
Earls is jinky.
Yeah.
If that is a new word.
The jinky fella.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wasn't overly impressed with Stockdale and
It was
Conway. I think I was more impressed with Conway than I was with Stockdale. I don't know if that means I'd pick Earls over Stockdale or not.
Earl should be back now. So does Earls get back into that team now? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think Earls will actually play the Wales game and he'll take Conway's position, not because Conway played particularly bad, but just because Josh Adams on the Wales wing is absolutely phenomenal. Scored a hat-trick against Italy and they'll want to have him marked by Keith Earls, I think.
Okay. Well, then in the middle, obviously, as well, Gary Ringrose is out.
Yeah,
So
big loss.
how much you changed this backs?
See, I'm not like a big fan of Henshaw at 13. I much prefer him at 12. Maybe bring Chris Farrell in at 13.
Yeah, I know.
Because John Davies plays in the centre for Wales and he's a big fella.
Yeah. That's what Ron O'Gara was saying, that like it's not necessarily like the
best player. It's
that
the
Henshaw's
best
straight
fit.
in. Yeah, I mean, well, like he said, he was biased towards Munster, but I mean, I like Farrell at 13.
I think Farrell. Look, if we're not going to play flash, expansive rugby,
that's it.
You know what I mean? If you're going to stick the ball up your jumper, Aki and Farrell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're going to play long ball, there's no point to have Messi there. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, obviously, Henshaw's not Messi, but
and I think
skill-wise,
after watching Ireland beat Scotland, I feel like they're going to have to play ugly against Wales.
Yeah.
To beat them. I don't think like Ringrose is so key to actually interjecting the wingers and the fullback into the game. He's like the last pass to the speed demons. And I feel when you bring Farrell in, it slows it down. It doesn't actually necessarily make it worse, it just makes it different. Yeah. What's your take on that?
No, I agree, man. It's just like what tactics are going to use, then use correct players into them tactics.
Yeah.
If we're going to we're not dogs enough. We're not doggy enough. That's what was said. You said earlier. Go on, explain what you were said.
Yeah, I think Ireland don't like when teams are mean to them. Yeah. Like Ireland like when teams are nice to them when they like come up and they sort of tackle them and let them do their phases. Scotland like got up in Ireland's face and they didn't let them breathe and they were rugged to them and they were challenging for every scrum. Ireland sort of like when you let them do their few phases and a few passes and then get something going. I always think Ireland are the more skilled team 90% of the time, and the other team is actually they need to actually like bring it to that next level of trying hard, and that might just seem like very, very silly and very like simple way of putting it, but Scotland are not as good at rugby as Ireland are. They're not as skilled, but they came out in that game and they wanted it more. Scotland actually wanted it more. Ireland were just lucky enough to have someone like Johnny Sexton in the team who can get the job done.
Bearing in mind, it was like, I mean, if we had lost it, imagine how bad things would have been. Yeah. But if everyone was watching, remember Hogg went over the line and dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, if that goes over, then it's 19-all as well. Like Ireland weren't safe until the very, very end. No. And I remember watching this being like, here, look, if they don't fucking win this, people are going to give such a less of a shit about our videos as well.
Did you also
being
feel
fucking selfish, like?
Did you also feel that the commentators were commentating as if Scotland were winning? I felt like it was all in Scotland's favour, but not in a sort of negative way to Ireland. But the commentators were like, "Jeez, I don't want to put up those socks soon now because Scotland are coming."
I remember watching. I was like, "Hold on, this is actually way closer, and they're about to go over." Like, I mean, sort it out, lads. I thought, where's the flashy? Like, remember who scored the try in the first game for Wales? Oh yeah, Dan Bigger. He did the pass through his legs. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Unreal, right? And then I was like, why don't we do that? Because we can. We have the players there. It's not as if like,
where's Ringrose slipping through his legs?
Yeah.
Also, his injury was so weird because the commentators were like, we can't tell you what happened to him, or the Irish team wouldn't tell you what happened to him.
Something wrong with his hand, supposedly. He's meant to be out for maybe 2 games.
Well, there you have it.
I get so worked up. Sorry about this. If you like this show, cheers.
So Wales in the other game put Italy to the sword to kick off. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but Josh Adams hat trick. Like what a man! He's actually brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, he's up for the player of the round.
He was a top try scorer in the World Cup, and now he's probably going to be top try scorer in the Six Nations. I think once you score a hat trick, you're like, that's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
He could actually beat Stockdale's record. What was Stockdale, 6?
Oh.
Or 7?
Could have been 8.
What's 8? All the tries.
Yeah, Stockdale any tries, no? But Wales defeated Italy 42-0. Ireland are taking on Wales next on Saturday at 2:15.
And then, bonjour, Francais. They beat England. Like, oh my God, were you shocked by this? Shocked.
But yeah, going into this game, we thought England were going to win. Obviously, because like France has so many changes. Only one player of the age of 30. Ross did actually bring up the fact that England could have a hangover from the World Cup losing the final. Supposedly the stats from the competitions for teams who lose the World Cup final are actually very bad. Were you aware of this?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Either was I. Ronan Garrett mentioned it, but like they obviously like.
Well, obviously you get your heart broken, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
like, you're
so it's hard to get back up this.
Picking up the pieces. And again, like I think last year Six Nations, a lot of teams were like treating that as like their World Cup warm up. You know what I mean? And England got the whole way to the final.
Yeah,
they lost quite badly to South Africa in the final.
Yeah,
South Africa ended up like. Come the end of the game, South Africa started making a show of them, really.
Yeah. But I don't even think England were like that terribly bad. France were just like unbelievably good. Yeah.
France, new coach, basically a new squad, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Of players. Like I said, very, very young squad. I think the average age or something was 24 in the team. And they just came out and they were 17-0 up at half time. The French fullback as well, like the biggest kick of all time. He kicked the ball from basically underneath the posts into the England 22.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. It was c'est magnifique.
Yeah. But you make it Johnny May then almost saving the day for them as well.
He's an absolutely phenomenal winger.
If that game had went on 5 more minutes, who would have won?
I think France would have held on. I think it was in Paris. It was their kick-off to Six Nations, and I think it was like, I think going in 17-0 up at half-time, that team was like, we're so good. Yeah. You know what I mean? The belief was there.
Yeah, they didn't get into 24-0.
Yeah.
But it was a weird game for Farrell. Farrell wasn't on point as well.
No, he
usually
wasn't.
Do you think that's the Saracens thing?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with like a lot of that England team will be Saracens, whether they start or not. Like Saracens probably have more players in that squad than any other team.
Yeah.
And
do you think the camaraderie is
getting relegated?
now?
They're probably sitting there going, I wonder who I'm going to play for next year. Owen Farrell's like, who's going to pay me all the money Saracens weren't supposed to pay me next year?
Who are?
Yeah.
Who?
I think he's going to go to France.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be, France seems to be able to pay whoever they want. Who's next week's fixtures?
Yeah, okay, so the Six Nations is back next week. On the first game is Ireland versus Wales in the Aviva Stadium, at 2:15. Ross.
I think I said Wales are going to win Six Nations, didn't I?
Did I say that as well? No, I think I said England maybe, did I?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no, I think I said Wales and then England. I don't know, I'm going to have to watch back. But I wasn't like Ireland are going to win. I said Ireland were going to come third. I think I said England, Wales, Ireland.
Oh, okay. I think I went back when no, Ireland are going to win it. The way I look at it is, it's going to be a really, really tight game. It depends on how the two teams come out. I think Ireland might be able to put the ball up their jumper and get the job done. Play it nice and tight. That Irish pack, get the job done. I think Ireland will win. There'll be a score in the difference.
Oh, this game. I think the way Ireland performed there, that team will not beat Wales. That's what I thought there the other day. Are Ireland going to be worse now coming into this game?
No, I think they'll be better. I think that.
No, it's in player wise. Like, I mean, Ringrose is out. Farrell's in.
Not necessarily. I also think it's usually sort of discredited that Ireland have a back row sub, and I think that's a massive position to have.
Do you want to go and do as well?
What?
All 3 home teams won last week, so therefore I'm going to go with the odds and go Ireland. Also, straight after that, it's going to be Scotland against England at 4:45.
I think this one's going to be a draw. You know that.
What's this for? What's this for again? What do they call it?
Oh,
Calcutta Cup.
Calcutta Cup. Yeah, I think it could be a draw. To be honest, England, like Johnny May was like the shining light in that England team. He was actually terrible for one of the early tries defensively, but I think Scotland would have taken a lot from that Irish game, and I feel like that team will grow. And Scotland love beating England, so it doesn't happen too often. I'm going to say a draw.
I'm gonna go Scotland again, and then on Sunday, France are taking on Italy at 3:00.
I think we're both going to say France are going to win.
No, I'm gonna go against what I've been saying earlier. I'm gonna go away, Italy. Only joking, obviously France.
Yeah,
but Ross, what Six Nations?
If it was this time last year, you'd be like Italy, give them a good game.
Ross, that sort of wraps it up for the rugby part of the show. Six Nations is back. What you have to say about each team, each of the 6 teams, in one word per team? So we'll kick it off with Ireland.
Improvement. That's what's needed. That's what's needed.
Oh, what's needed? Okay,
right, what's needed?
Okay, what's needed from each team, Ross? From Ireland.
Ireland, improvement.
Wales.
Consistency.
Scotland.
Finesse.
England.
Bit of grit.
France.
Also consistency.
And then Italy.
Overhaul.
Okay, that's it, lads. Make sure, ladies and gents, come back next week for more Energized rugby content show. Crack.
And as always,
stay energized. Well, hold on, Mario. Is that everything? Want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
The Super Bowl was on over the weekend as well.
Well, congratulations to the Chiefs.
Okay, yeah. All right, that's it. Thanks a million, and as always, stay energized.